and welcome to Trading Within the Box here. I just want to, we're going to go over the monthlies here today and the start of the kickoff of the summer here on July 1st and July 4th weekend here. Okay, this is not a recommendation to buy, hold, sell any stocks or options or equities or futures or Forex or anything like that. This is an educational video only. If you'd like to purchase stocks, please contact a licensed professional and the brokerage house of your choice. Welcome to Trading Within the Box here on the charts. And please like and subscribe and share my channel if you like the content here. I hope this helps you as we move forward here. I want to look at a 40,000 foot view today. Okay, today's a 40,000 foot view of what's actually happening as we go into July here. Okay, so we're moving into July with strength. Okay, I just want to show the monthlies with 40,000 foot view of the this is the S&P 500, the SPY, on the monthly chart. Okay, so remember what I said last time. Okay, we have a bullish head and shoulders. Okay, so it doesn't mean this thing can't pull back a little bit and then go back up and retest these highs from the last high was on January 3rd of 2022. Okay, remember this is a month. Each one of these candlesticks is a month. Okay, so this is what's happening here with the volume. Okay, so as you look, as we came off these areas, we came in with strength, and they can't hide the volume. Okay, we knew we were going up. We were going to get these little pullbacks on the daily charts and the 2-hour charts and the 4-hour charts and so on and so on and so on. And then, but we knew that we're holding and we're increasing in volume. We got good volume going up with the S&P 500. Okay, so when we had this volume here this was on March 1st, 2023. And then that massive 2.517 billion shares. Okay, now when we're going into this area right here, we had 1.857 billion shares. So we knew we were going to go into this candlestick right here. Okay, and then where the swing point is 2.48. So we're going to test the top. Okay, so we got some room here. So this is the summer rally, like we always say. Okay, anything can happen on the diamond switch and change, but now what's happening here is we're going to get long positions on the banks now too. Okay, so we had the little sideways area on the monthly, and then we're going to start getting this breakout. So we're going into this area here, and I think at one point, not now, but months, let's say July, August, we're going to go up in this area and possibly fail and then retest this bottom. Because why? Because look at this candlestick. Look at this volume stick. When you have the magnet volume sticks, right, what happens? Okay, they usually retest. Okay, I don't know. This could be months away and then come back down and we go sideways in a box, trading within the box, right? Okay, so we're looking at the markets here right now because that's what this is about. This is now the SMH. Now the SMH is reaching the top. Now we did have, remember what we had here too. We had a bullish head and shoulders on the monthly chart, all the way at the top. So now you're at the top of the range with the semiconductors. So will the semiconductors really have much more life in them? Okay, because you're going into this high volume area here, into this candle. Well, you're already in it already. Okay, so you're going to eke out possibly sideways situations in the semis, possibly. Or we'll go a little higher here and there. Now, if we break out, look out, okay, on the semis. But the semiconductors really are at the top of the range. And here's the range trading within the box, okay? So that's something that you want to keep looking at, okay? The IWM, which is the small caps, what do they usually do? They tell you what's going to happen before it usually happens. Now, when you look at the engulfing, now this is a monthly chart. What do we get? Okay, we're going up to this range here. Okay, on the right in this spot right here. We're going up to that spot, okay? This is on a monthly chart on the IWM, which is the Russell 2000, the small cap stocks. Okay, we come off support. We also have a little bit of a higher low here. And we got this incredible W formation with the engulfing. So there's the block buying, okay? And then we're going to come into this area. We're going to see if we're going to pass it, probably fail at 213.49, then stop, and then boom, we're going to head up, okay? Remember, anything can happen at any time, okay? This could stop and just go sideways again. And then we get this trading within the box again, like we've been for months here on the small caps, okay? So that's something that you want to look at. Now, on Microsoft, 40,000 foot view, remember, this is a monthly chart, okay? I'm not surprised here because we had if you look at the swing point high on November, for the month of November 2021, the volume was 509.885 million shares, okay, almost 510 million shares. So when you went into this area where we'll put 600 million and now 564, so you're coming into this with strength. Now it doesn't mean that you can't pull back to a support area here, right at 314.07, and then boom, we go back up. It doesn't mean that can't happen. That would be not a correction, but that would be a big profit taking, okay? Well, like a small correction, let's say. So let's see what happens here on Microsoft, because this is the 40,000 foot view. And remember, too, we had seen these beforehand. Look at these head and shoulder patterns, okay, on the monthly chart. Now you got the massive amounts of volume here. This looks like it's 6 months. That's 6 months worth of volume, okay, that we've been going up. We're at the top of the range here, okay? Apple, 40,000 foot view, and then we broke out. Now, we knew we were breaking out because we saw it coming, and we were just watching it and following the money, okay? We had a swing high on a monthly chart, 2.109 billion shares, okay? When we went into this area, 1.275 billion shares, we came up with lighter volume. Now, when we were coming up and above, we broke it with a little bit of lighter volume here. So we got a power stock here on Apple, and we have one of those shaved head candlestick. It looks like a shaved head candlestick right here, which is very powerful. Okay. You see the shaved head right here? That means the candlestick has no wick. Okay, has no wick. It's just clean. Okay, and those are very solid and powerful. And that happened right here, here, and now here. Okay, on the monthly. Okay, so this is something that you on Apple here. Don't be surprised if we go to 203.33 here. Okay, we're at 193.97. Okay, on that. Okay, Home Depot, because we've been working with Home Depot, and look at Home Depot's setup on the monthly chart here. Now, we do have earnings in August, so we have to be careful. So when we came down, you'll see that on Home Depot we have the engulfing candlestick. Now, on Home Depot, okay, so watch this as we go. We got beautiful engulfing. Look at the W formation, this monster W formation on the monthly chart. And come back, okay? We got some accumulation right there, okay? Now we got an engulfing candlestick, okay? So we could get like a little bit of a long-term move here, okay? Okay? That's something you want to watch. Now, the beauty about looking at the 40,000 foot view on a monthly chart after the month has just ended, you can really see what direction you're going to go. Now, remember, this market could turn on a dime for anything, okay? But let's see really what they're doing. Now, remember, on the monthly chart on the Home Depot, we have a higher low here, okay, with an engulfing, okay? So now the volume looks beautiful here, okay? So we're at 90 on the monthly chart, Home Depot, 92.563 million shares. Okay. Going into almost 75, and then 77.73 million shares. So we have more shares going into these swing points. So most likely we're going to break out here past this. So let's see. We don't know 100% for sure. Nothing's exact. That's why we just follow the money, each day, because we don't know for sure. But this is what the setup looks like. So first, we're going to look at trading within the box here. Okay. So right there's your trading box. Okay. So let's just call it 336.47. It's 310.64 right now. That's what we're going to be looking for our first stop. If we get up and above this area right here, we'll come up. Now remember, this is months. This is going to take time. This could be 3 or 4 months from now. We break out, we come back, and then we hold, and then boom, we head up to the 401 area on Home Depot. Okay, so let's see. This is July 1st here. We're talking about Home Depot here, okay? So this is a nice setup here. You could even see the W formation, and then we go into the supply areas. Okay, let's see what kind of volume when we go into those areas. Okay, we have 103 million shares. Okay, so if we start to get increasing volume where we get, and we start going up, then we'll know. Okay, how we'll know also is I love to look at the weekly chart too after the week's over and to see what's actually happening on the weekly chart. And look at this beauty. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. Look at the volume week per week per week here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 weeks. Okay. Now on the weekly chart, if you look at the weekly chart, you'll see we have a beautiful W formation. This is a retest W. Okay. And then when we came off this area, look at the pointing to support, the needles, okay? Then zoop, they sell, then boom, buy right back. Zoop, buy it right back. Sell it off, buy right back. Now holding above the moving average. Okay, closing higher week by week by week by week by week. This right here, my friend, is accumulation, okay? This right here is big boys are in, okay? You can't hide this right here, okay? Now you break out above the middle of the W, okay? Then you say to myself, what kind of volume do I have coming on over here? When they were buying in, they were coming in here with almost 35 million shares and 32.303 million shares. So almost 32.5 million shares, okay? So coming down with 25, okay? Coming down with 14, coming down with 16. Okay, so this is a incredible situation here. Okay, and then you have high volume swing point right here, and on the date of the week of is December, the week of December 12, 2022 on Home Depot here. Okay, so you're coming into the large volume stick. Okay. Now you have another one back here, all the way back here. See it? Whoops, sorry about that. Right there, okay? So where are you now? Okay, you're going to go to the top of that range, okay? So then that's the supply area, okay? So you know where they bought and where they liked to buy was down here. I'm just going to draw lines where the demand areas are, okay? They like to buy it. Yeah, so you should know in your head, where did they like to buy this? They also like to buy right here, okay? Which we just got out of that area, right? And, of course, where did they like to buy it? Boom! Popped up with a gap up, okay? So we're already into the gap already here. So with beautiful volume, we're heading towards the magnet candlestick, okay? That monster magnet right there, okay? So on Home Depot, which looks incredibly beautiful, and this is what you want to see, trading within the box on the daily chart, okay, was down in this spot right here. We knew. Okay, we got up and above. We had gone over that, and then boom, we did a video about the breakout now. So now on the small time frame on the daily chart, okay, let's go over demand areas, where the last buying surge was, okay? Where was the last buying surge? Right, exactly 2 days ago. Okay, we had Friday and Thursday. Right off the support area. Okay, that's where the buying is. Okay, now we're going into this candlestick. Now, if you take this on a daily chart, look at that high volume stick. Okay, that's right there. Then you're coming into another one right here a little bit. Okay, so they're going to make a run at this range right here. Now, we could get one of these type of deals. You just follow it on a lower time frame, and then boom. And then we're headed off to the races to almost 320, 318 area. First stop, 314.95, 315, let's call it, okay? So that's something that you also want to see. Are they really buying on a 2-hour chart, okay? And right now, we haven't broken past this point. When we do break past this point, we're gonna go. Okay, if we start to see an engulfing candlestick like you do right there show up right here, boom, you know they're off to the races. Okay, so it's something that you want to watch closely. Let's look at a 45-minute chart because you can see the intraday volume and look at this area. So I always say, if they can buy, why can't we? Let's just say, okay, this is educational. I'm just showing you, spots. Okay. That's what I would say in my head, let's say, okay? Now, retesting with lighter volume here, okay? And then let's see what happens. Going into a holiday weekend, so we might go sideways here for a little bit, for a few days. Okay. So that's something I wanted to go over on Home Depot with you. Now, working with Taiwan Semiconductor, we've been going over this one for a while here, for months upon months upon months. And this is not a surprise either. Okay, look at the volume on Taiwan Semiconductor. Okay, look at this, and then boom, right there. Look at the engulfing. This is a monthly chart. Look at the volume. Okay, you can get an embedded stochastic here for a little while, and then just keep going up. So that's something that you want to keep an eye on also. So you're coming in now. Watch the volume here on Taiwan Semiconductor, because this is how we're going to break it down. Okay, so when we came down in April, the month of April 2022, came down with 252 million shares and change. Okay, now you're going into that with 296 million shares on the month of May. You come into it with 248 now. Okay, so going into resistance. There's a resistance area right here, okay? You got to know where the monthly resistance are, okay? And you got to also know where the monthly support areas are. Those are monster buy areas and sell areas, okay? Because that's where the institutions are. Now we have support right here, too, at $88.75. We're at $100.92 we closed for the month here, okay? Now that was June of 2023. Let's swing over to the weekly chart and see what is actually happening with Taiwan Semiconductor. Now look at the volume, okay? Look at the buyers. The buyers, still got buyers right here, okay? So you got the higher lows, okay? You come back, you drift back to support because you had support right there, okay? Boom, you get the engulfing. What are they doing? They're buying off support. They're not selling off support, because you would see a candlestick that looked like that if they were selling. Right there. Okay? Boom, you get the engulfing. Now you know you have to pass this area. Of course, now you pass it. You make a new high. Okay? This is on a weekly chart we're doing right now. Okay? Now you're coming back 2 weeks with lighter volume, drifting back here. This is what you want to do. Okay, you could go another 1 to 2 more weeks now, and that is very possible. Okay, and then so we got the another leg with the volume. We want to see the engulfing to head up to the 126.52 range. That's what we want to see. Now on a weekly chart on Taiwan Semiconductor, where were the buy points? Okay, so we know the last surge of energy was where the demand areas. So you got to know where those buying areas are as you're going up, okay? So yet another surge right here, okay, and that's where we're going to now, okay. And where is that? That's somewhere around, let's say $98 to $99. Let's say we're close. We're close right now, okay? We're very close, okay? And then look at the surge off this level right here, okay? So those were buying areas, okay? Now, when you go into the area where they sold off, obviously right here they took their profit because that was an area where they sold off, okay? Look at the going right into a little bit of a supply area, okay? So we'll see if we're going to pass that point. If we do pass that point, they'll start buying up in this after that range at 110, okay? So right now you're trading within the box on Taiwan Semiconductor, okay? So where is your box? Let's just call it right around here right now. Let's just call it around here. So let's say $98 to $99, and then right back up to 110. So that's good. I mean, because that's 10%, let's say, right? That's 10%. Take your 10% and run, or break out, and then boom, we go up. Okay? So that's something that we're going to, the monthly chart showing a good setup. Okay? Weeklies all the way up. So we could be pulling back. You know, this stock likes to pull back a lot. Now, when we go to the 4-hour chart, okay, look at what we got going on here. Let me just try to pull this up here. And this is the king of sideways consolidations, this stock, as I call it. And look at just holding the gap, okay, on a 4-hour chart, holding the gap. So this is something, now this is trading within the box. I just showed you, but I magnified it. This is trading within the box right here, okay? So if we get the sideways and we get the breakout, and we love these, because when these go, you want to see how far, you want to measure, let's say that way, and then you want to see how high you're going to go, and probably about there, okay? I'm not saying that always works, but that's a good rule of thumb, and that is a nice way to look at it, okay? So these are the monthlies, and I wanted to just go over that with you because we're going to go over some more stocks later, but we're watching, you know, the Home Depot stock, right, as we just keep watching it, and we're looking at the market, and we're saying we know that we got a little bit of a July rally here, okay? And remember Caterpillar, too, that was on our list of stocks, and look at the last month of Caterpillar, okay, going into a swing point here, going into almost 71 million shares with 71.5, okay, we got an engulfing with increasing volume. We have a higher low on a monthly chart on Caterpillar, okay? So we are right at the sell point, okay? When this thing was taking off, okay, we were right at the buy point, okay, right there, okay? So boom, we're slamming in here. Let's see if we get a breakout here on Caterpillar. Just letting you know. I want to let you know, trading within the box. If we break out, look out for the $300 price range. 246.05 today on July 1st here, okay? With that said, I want to thank everybody for coming. Thank everybody for liking and subscribing and sharing my channel, Trading Within the Box. And we'll see you next on the charts. Happy 4th of July. God bless America. Have a wonderful weekend.